afternoon everyone, and welcome back to Nitty's Garage Backyard Pilates. This is going to be a short, high intensity 10-minute workout for you to do any time of day, bring a bit of energy back into your body, a bit of life back in. We're all time poor, so just knock this one out one time a day and you'll feel really great after. So we're going to start standing on our mats. We'll take a nice deep breath in, arms facing forward, reaching up. Interlace your fingers up above your head. Stretch the fingers up towards the ceiling or the sky and take a side bend. Take a nice deep breath into the side body, feeling that expansion. Rise back up and stretch over and across to the other side. Good. Inhale to lift. Take a little baby back bend, lift your eye gaze back. On the exhale, sweep your arms down by your side. Cross your arms over, take a deep bend into the knees, and then inhale to lift. We'll do two more like this. Cross the arms over, bend through the knees, exhale, inhale to lift. And then on the exhale, cross over. Inhale to lift up. Rise up onto the toes for a moment, take a balance. We're going to take ourselves into a forward fold from here, so release your heels, release your arms, and start to soften down through the neck and shoulders. Allow yourself to roll all the way forward. Allow everything to hang down, crown of the head towards the ground, arms nice and heavy. Keep a little bend in the knees if you need to, otherwise straight through the back of the legs. Add a little twist out from side to side. Come back to center, take a half lift, lengthen through the crown of the head, lengthen through the upper back. Exhale, soften, fold and release. You'll be standing at the backs of your mats. We're going to walk our hands forward and bring ourselves into our high plank push-up position. Shoulders are stacked exactly above the wrists. Eye gaze is looking towards the top of the mat. Press out of the hands, puff into the upper back and draw in through your lower rib. We'll start with knee taps, so gentle knee taps, keeping the hips square. Very lightly, just kissing the ground with a kneecap. For 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lift the hips up, back and over, and make your way into your down dog. Allow your head to hang heavy between your shoulders. We'll pedal it out for 6, 5, getting a nice stretch through the back of the heels and the calves. 4, 3, 2, and 1. We're going to ripple up over the top of the toes, stack the shoulders above the wrist to high plank push-up position. We hold for a moment. You have an option to do a little push-up, or you just hold, press back to down dog. Exhale. Inhale once again, up and over the tops of the toes, eyes forward, stack the shoulders above the wrist, optional push-up, and back up, and down dog. We do one more round. Inhale up over the top of the toes, stack the shoulders above the wrist, eyes to the top of the mat, and we go half press, lift back up, and push back to your down dog. Walk the hands all the way back towards the feet. Hang in your forward fold. Sweep the arms forward and up, and we take our chair pose. Shoulders down and away from the ears. Our weight is back through the heels. We bring some fire and warmth into our thighs. We hold for 8, 7. Can you soften through the shoulders even though your arms are reaching forward? 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Inhale to lift, arching back. Exhale, release the arms down by your side. Fold the spine forward over your legs. Walk it straight back out into your high plank push-up position. We now move it into mountain climbers at slow pace. So knees to belly, knees to belly. If you already want to go a little bit more high intensity, we're going to jog it out for a count of 10. If you want to go a little bit lower, it's knee taps. So starting to work straight away, knees to belly, any way that you like, for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Knees to the mat. Knees nice and wide, bottom back to the heels. You get to recover for 2 breaths. Inhale. Exhale. Really walk those palms forward and be strong and long in your upper back. Inhale. Exhale. Straight away, inhale, rise into your angry cat pose. Chin to the chest, pressing out of the hand, rounding into your upper back. Take an inhale, lengthen. Tailbone to the crown of the head. Exhale, tuck the tail under, press out of the hands, round. Good. Inhale, lengthen. We add to it now. We tuck the toes under. We continue to work into that angry cat, but we round our spine and we hover our knees just off the mat so our core is working. Soften the knees. Inhale, look up. Good. Exhale, tuck the tail under around the spine. Press up. Soften the knees. Inhale, look forward. One more round. Exhale, tuck the tail under, press out of the hands and hover the knees for 3, 2. We're going to move it into a little side movement here. 1, lower your hips down, keep the knees bent, swish them from side to side for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Weight back to center, lift the hips up and over. Make your way back into your down dog. Walk your hands all the way back towards the feet. Hang in your forward fold. Take a breath in. Breath out, soften a little bit deeper. It's okay to have a nice bend into your knees. We're going to go up into our chair pose again. Sweep the arms forward and up. Weight is back through the heels and shoulders away from the ears. This time come up onto your toes. So we're balancing onto our toes here and we're going to pulse it out. So we're balancing, it's tricky, you might fall in and out of it. We're pulsing nice and low. The lower you get, the harder your thighs work. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stay on your toes, breathe in, lift, balancing onto the toes here. We go up and down on the toes, working and pumping into our calves. 8, 7, 6. Really want to push up that last bit onto the tippy toes, really work into the Achilles tendon. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Sweep the hands down, roll forward over your feet. You know the drill. Let's walk it straight out into our high plank push-up position. We're going to take it straight into push-ups. Hands out to the width of the mat. Elbows go out to the side. You lower your chest down to the ground between the hands. You push straight back up. Option to do it on the knees with the toes uncurled or the toes lifted. Chest to the ground between the hands, but you keep your back flat. We go for 8, 7. So on the knees or fully on your toes. 5. We'll go all the way to the mat after this. 4, 3, 2, 1. All the way to the mat. Take the fingertips off the edges of the mat. Press into the hands. Take a nice wide cobra. Inhale. Exhale, stretch one shoulder down. Look back towards your opposite elbow, ear to the mat. Inhale to lift up. Exhale, look back towards your right elbow as your left shoulder drops in. Inhale to lengthen up all the way through the crown of the head. Exhale to soften down. Hands under the shoulders. Firm up through the belly like you're pushing into a kneeling push-up. Sit your bottom back towards your heels. Inhale, rise into your angry cat pose, hovering on the knees. And exhale, make your way to down dog. Take a moment here, catch your breath. Inhale, lift your right heel all the way up towards the sky behind you. Really pressing into the left heel, keeping your hips square. On the exhale, right knee to right elbow, hover. Good. Inhale, stretch it back. You ripple up over the toes as you bring your right knee to your left elbow and hold. And inhale, lift it up, back behind you. Exhale, look forward, right knee towards the belly, lightly step it in between your hands, balancing onto the back toes, coming up for your high lunge. Inhale. We're going to take 8 little pulses here into the lunge. Step your feet closer together if you're losing your balance. We go down and up for 8. Our right foot is forward, balancing onto the toes of our left foot. 6, 5, little power through the legs here. It's also going to get your heart rate up. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Open out for a warrior 2. Your right arm forward, left arm back. Right knee stacked over the ankle. Flip the palm and reverse. Breathe in. Reach over and really arch through your reaching back through your upper arm. Get a nice stretch through the right rib cage. On the exhale, windmill the hands down. Frame around the right foot. Inhale to look up. Exhale to step the right foot back. High plank, push-up position. Ripple over the tops of the toes, either lower the knees or the whole body straight down to the ground. Come forward and up, either a baby cobra here or into a full up dog. Eyes lift. On the exhale, tailbone high, back into your down dog. Take a breath in. Breath out, release. Inhale, left leg rises. On the exhale, look forward. Bring your knee towards your left elbow and hover. Inhale, stretch it back. Exhale, left knee to right elbow and hover. And inhale, stretch it back. Lastly, bring the knee towards the nose. Lightly step it in between the hands. Reach the arms forward and up into your standing lunge. We go straight into our lunges for 8, 7, 6, 5. The lower you go, the more those thighs work. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Open it up for the warrior 2. Reach the left arm forward and the right arm back. And then reach forward. That's our timer. We've got 1 minute to go. Reach back and sweep open with the top arm, getting a stretch through the front side body. Take a breath in. And breath out. Windmill the hands down. Frame the front foot. Step back. One more flow before we go onto our back foot for sit-ups. We're going to roll down. Inhale, forward and up into our up dog. And exhale into our down facing dog. We're going to walk our feet all the way to the front of the mat between our hands. And we're going to lower our bottom down towards the mat, and our fingertips come forward. I just have to stop that. We take a breath in, sitting up tall on the sit bones, breathing out, rolling all the way down into line. We go halfway back just to work through our abs. Reach the arms up and around. We've got 1 minute to go for 3 and 2 and 1. Roll all the way onto our backs. Reach the arms up, stretch the body long. Bring the arms back down, take the hands behind the bed and slide behind your head, slide your heels up towards your bottom. We're going to crunch up, we're going to take our knees up to tabletop. That's the second option, so either feet down or knees up. We're going to curl up and down. Breathe out and in, pulsing up. So we go 3/4 of the way down and all the way up, really closing that space between the ribs and the hips. We go for 8, 7, 6, 5. We're going to take it into a crisscross and then we'll be finished. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Right elbow to left knee. Exhale, inhale to center. Exhale to center. Good. And rotate. We've got 10 to go. Nice and fast. Elbow to knee. 9, 8, 7. Opposite leg kicks out. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Rest it out. We'll take one little stretch. Roll your knees from side, turning your eyes to the opposite direction, to side. Bring the knees back up to center. Stay where you are for a moment longer. Thank you for joining me this afternoon for our next installment of Nitty's Pilates, and we'll see you soon.